So Senegal walked off the pitch in the AFCON finals. Yes, and the problem is a lot of people are saying, oh, they shouldn't have done that. This wasn't right, especially Morocco's head coach. All right, let's take this back a little bit. Remember the incident of the towel with Nigeria? So they took the goalkeeper's towel and took it away for no reason. They did this twice. This is called psychological warfare. Basically, there was no need for them to do this. They just did this to demoralize the Nigerians. And that's what I mean. They were playing a very dirty game from the start. And they did try it with Senegal as well. Pause, that's Hakimi, supposedly one of the best in the world. And what does he do? Just check this out. He plays into their hands, he's acting all innocent, he's behaving like he don't know what is going on, and there he grabs the towel, and there he goes. Boom, he throws it and he's acting like he doesn't know. But of course he knows. They played against Nigeria. They did the same dirty tricks, and they were criticized for it. But look at him. Here he's all acting innocent. Wow, like he doesn't even know what is going on. That's what I mean. They were playing dirt from the start. They were playing dirty football. Again, the second time they did it to the Senegalese goalkeeper as well. Man, shout out to this young man. He's showing so much resilience. He's just like, all right, it's okay, cool, do what you want. And then we have the Senegalese number 2 or number 3 goalkeeper just standing there and helping his brother basically hold his towel. And what do? Look at this. They jump on him, trying to take the towel away from him. I mean, what kind of a barbaric thing is this? What is wrong with these people? What is this? They're chasing him down the pitch. I have never seen this in my life. Talking about professionalism, this is absolutely whack. Shout out to Senegal. Because what happened, the Moroccans, obviously they're hosting this AFCON and they're in the finals, so they're trying to do everything to win the AFCON. That's just the reality of it. So they play all sorts of tricks. For example, the Senegalese team was complaining that they were not very well, the way they were treated. They were not treated properly. So in that instant, you can already tell it wasn't fairness going on. So at the end of the day, Morocco did what they had to do or thought they had to do to win. And they had to do it by all means necessary. Now, I have an issue. And as you know, my chicken has an issue. We need to talk about this because there's been a lot of unfairness towards Senegal. But at the end of the day, the truth always lasts. Senegal ended up winning, but it wasn't without controversy. I believe the reason that penalty was lost is because Senegal did the right thing that they had to do. Am I right, chicken? Exactly. Even my chicken agrees. I'll tell you why. It's the psychology that Senegal played. Senegal played a lot of psychology. They knew for a fact that if, for example, they just went and allowed the penalty to be taken, things could have gone left instantly. But they were smart because you play psychology with football. The same way Morocco took them and made them tire them out before the game. They didn't give them a 5-star treatment. They gave them a 1-star treatment because they wanted Senegal to be mentally not ready for the game because they're complaining that they were not treated properly before the game. So because of that mental that they gave to Senegal, they thought this would already derange them from coming and acting or playing properly. Guys, do you see my point? So Senegal have actually rise to the occasion and played them and beat them at their own game. I'll tell you why this was a psychology for Senegal as well. Because they said, you know what, let's walk off the pitch. Already it's confusing them. They're like, oh my God, we will not be able to lift the trophy now. Because if we don't score this penalty and there's nobody to kick the ball in the goal, the whole team has left. So they were already confused. Senegal created a form of confusion. Confused them. And because they were able to confuse them, when they came back, the momentum they had died down. Chicken, am I right? Chicken said, all right. That's why it was important that Senegal did what they had to do. But also, we have to give Sadio Mane his flowers. And obviously, Elias Juve, I don't know what part he played, but he seemed like he was on the call to someone. And obviously, Mane was the guy that went and brought everybody back. And they took the penalty. And, oh boy, what a horrible penalty. It was saved. You know, sometimes goodness, I'm telling you, goodness, it pays. You know, because we know for a fact that the Moroccans really, if they had scored that penalty, game is over. That was it. They will leave that trophy. But God is greater than man. Simple as that. So in that context, I want to say congratulations to Senegal. And on the other hand, as I always do, today, the chicken of the day goes to the head coach of Morocco. Yes, sir. You deserve the chicken of the day today because you think you're smart. He came out there after the game and started saying, this is not a good way to represent Africa. It's not professional. So it's you and your players treating other people, giving them one-star hotel. Is that professional? Is that a way to represent Africa? You cannot have it both ways, sir. Unfortunately, your team lost. So please be honorable in defeat. Congratulations to Senegal. My voice has been going. Congratulations to Senegal and Morocco. Better luck next time. Morocco is a good team. But you see, when people come to your country, please, next time, treat them well. You know, if you lose, you lose. You lose honorably. But now, everybody knows you treated Senegal badly, and at the end, they still end up winning. Double whopping. Yes, double whopping. On that note today, I want to say, I'll see you later next time. Keep enjoying this beautiful moment, Senegal. Let's watch your goal. It's beautiful. Enjoy. The setup to this is beautiful. Just check this out, for example. Look at how beautiful this goal is. Look at that. Very clean, very neat. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. Have you ever seen a strike like this? Look at that. Look. Boy, this is fire. Look at him. Look at him. So that's the whole point. You see, that's what I mean. No matter what Morocco were trying to do, Senegal was like, nah. So I bet this was the only way that they could have scored this goal and they could be like, yes, this goal is a goal. Because imagine all what they've been trying to do. All they've been trying to do is to hold Senegal back, trying to put them on the back foot and just make sure that they couldn't even breathe. And this came all after what? When Senegal scored a goal and it was disallowed. Can you believe it? They actually disallowed Senegal's first goal. They had a penalty and they lost the penalty, and Senegal still came back and scored this beautiful goal. And all I can say is, well deserved, Senegal. This was amazing. And you know what? You're just going to keep shining. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look, beautiful. This goal is so beautiful. Beautiful. I was gonna let the commentary play, but I don't want to get a copyright strike for this, but trust me, it was fire. Well done, Senegal. Yeah, see ya. Let's wait to celebrate.